This is the story of Sohrab and Rustum. Once upon a time, there lived in Persia a great hero named Rustum. His fame as a great warrior had spread far and wide. As long as he was the chief of the army, Persia had no fear of her enemies. On one occasion, it so happened that he went out for hunting. He chased a wolf which drew him near the border of the land of Taran. A chieftain of Taran chanced to see Rustum and took him as his guest. The chieftain had a beautiful daughter called Tamniha. Rustum, during his stay in that house, could not help falling in love with her. The father of the girl was eager to get his daughter married to Rustum. Accordingly, Rustum married Tamniha and they lived happily for some months. After a time, Rustum, being a warrior, got tired of his idle life at home. He told his wife, "Dear Tamniha, I must go back to my army now, and I do not know when I would return. Keep this seal with you. If you beget a son, bind this seal to his arm and send him to me. But if he baby born of you is a daughter, put this seal on her neck with a chain and send me the news." So saying, he rode back to his army in Persia. After a lapse of time, Tamniha gave birth to a lovely son. She said to herself, "If I let my husband know that he is blessed with a son, he would wean him away from me. He might want to make him a great warrior. How then can I live without my son by my side? No, I cannot allow him to be taken away from me. I shall send word to my husband that I bore a daughter." Tamniha sent the false information to Rustum that a daughter Tamniha sent that false information to Rustum that a daughter was born to him. Rustum believed it, but did not feel very happy because he had desired the child born to him to be a son. Tamniha had named her baby boy Sohrab. In course of time, Sohrab grew up into a handsome and strong youth. He took part in many battles and won fame as a great warrior. Ever since his birth, he had not seen his father, but had heard of his great fame. He did not know where his father was, but his desire to see him grew more and more. Just then Tarun was at war with Persia. Sohrab saw in it a chance to meet his father. He said to himself, "I shall invite the foremost of the Persian heroes to fight a single combat with me. The Persians will be forced to send brave Rustum, my father, to fight with me and save the honor of his country. When he comes, I shall tell him that I am his son and take him home." It happened just as Sohrab had expected. Sohrab's name became a terror to the Persian army. The king of Persia sent for Rustum. At first, Rustum refused to engage in fight anymore. but finally agreed to fight in order to save the honor of his country. Rustum did not give out of his name. So it came about that father and son stood face to face with sword in hand on the battlefield. Rustum did not give out his name. So it came about that father and son stood face to face with swords in hand on the battlefield. Little did they know that they were father and son. Sohrab advanced to meet Rustum and asked him, "Are you not Rustum?" The old hero, thinking that it was a way to escape from the fight, denied it. He said coldly, "Why do you want to know who I am? Fight or accept defeat." The fight began. The two heroes fiercely fought for 3 days. Once Sohrab had a chance to kill Rustum, but he did not do so because his heart did not permit it. The first stage of the fighting ended in Sohrab's favor. The Rus- mm, this made Rustum very angry. In his great rage, he shouted his name. In his great rage, he shouted his name, Rustum. The moment Sohrab heard the name of his father, he dropped the covering shield. He fainted and sank to the ground, his body bleeding and staining the sands. Now Rustum spoke unkindly to Sohrab. In reply to it, Sohrab said, "Boastful man!" Rustum had been told that the child born to him was a girl, and he continued, "But that is what mother said for fear of losing me, my father. Look at the seal on my right arm. Look at the seal on my right arm." Rustum drew near the arm of Sohrab and looked closely at the seal. It was the same seal which he had given to Tamniha. Rustum was struck with horror at his own deed. He uttered one sharp cry, "Oh boy, I am thy father." His voice choked there. "So you are Rustum, my father? Come near me. Let me die at your feet." Sohrab breathed for the last time. Sohrab was left in deep sorrow. Sohrab breathed for the last time. Rustum was left in deep sorrow. It was all the ruling of fate.